Alright, hi guys. So, once again, I'm Ashley Mae Dosey-Tripp. I am 26 years old. Where we last left off, I was letting you know that I was on my second pregnancy because my first one I wasn't able to sustain. And it was really bad. I started bleeding out. And so I'm in my second pregnancy, and this girl who's supposed to be my best friend, her name is Carissa. I'm not going to say her last name just to keep it, keep it nice, because honestly, I have a feeling she would try to come after me because she's that petty. But anyways, she decides to attack me, and she goes straight for my stomach. Now, go to find out, the night before, her and my husband were drinking together, and he said some stuff that I did not like. Go to find out it was because he was trying to trap her to show that she wasn't a good friend. Well, trust me, he definitely proved that. Well, after everything she did, she goes and she tries to beat me, goes straight for my stomach. My husband, after a minute, after I already defended myself, pretty much started beating her with my feet. My husband pulls her off me. Well, she decides to take off her shirt and come after him, like a man. She broke a tiny little bone in his jaw and stuff, and I get next door and all this, and she gets all of her stuff and leaves, and all of a sudden cops try to come around and stuff, and honestly, we hid in the back of the house because I needed to go to the hospital. So we kept quiet, waited until the cops kind of took off for a minute, and then we took off to the hospital so that way I could take care of myself and make sure our baby was okay. So once I did that, we came back home. The baby was not doing too great, but we were well enough to go home for at least a little bit. I just had to stay off my feet. Well, the cops came and were ready to arrest me and my husband, saying that we attacked her. Well, she never told them I was pregnant. She never told them she attacked me first. She lied about the whole thing. So the cop left and never came back. And once my son was born, because I ended up going in for a high-risk, one of those stress tests, about a week later, and I ended up getting admitted into the hospital for a couple months. So once I got admitted into the hospital, they put me on a morphine drip that I was able to press a button every 10 minutes. My son was addicted for about 3 days after he was born, but they got him through it. It was amazing. Now, through all this, we let people live in our home. People we thought that were good people, because in February of 2014, 2015, oh my gosh, I forgot what year, one of my bestest friends, James McNeil, died. It was awful. It was just about to be his 18th birthday. He was a very, very good kid. I hadn't seen him in a while, but that night he was actually on his way to my house to meet our son for the first time, finally. Well, the second time. Well, we decided to take in some people from his little crew. They're called the Dirty Money Crew. As stupid as that sounds, I know. So, we take these kids in. And, I think they're just potheads at first, just potheads, and yeah, once in a while they'd pop pills. Yeah, I get it, as long as you keep it away from me, because I already have a pill problem. Well, they ended up being in harder drugs. So, as I'm going through lots and lots of pain, not knowing what to do, go to find out, I was given heroin. It's starting to rain. Give me a second. Radio's on. Give me a second. Witness the creation of the next great song. The show is Songland. There should be a DLC on there too, I think, for $1.99. So okay. No one uses it for that too. Alright. Okay, I'm back real quick. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I got given heroin being told it was a crushed up pill that had already been slightly smoked. I got addicted for about 2 years. Very stupidly. Once you do that, there's no turning back. There is no changing it unless you truly want it. Thankfully, I wanted change. My husband and I both got really bad. And my parents saw and got us out of our home and brought us here. After a ton of people used us, almost got us into needles, which would have been stupid. I'm so glad we never got to that point, because I was already bad on pills since I was 6. Like, come on. I'm a good person, and I helped more people than I can possibly count. I even helped dealers. Like, seriously. One dealer, I literally gave over $1,000 just to help him pay his bills. Like, and still bought. Like, a lot. But anyways, thankfully I found this place called Colton Comprehensive Treatment Center. It is a godsend. It is the best place I've ever been in my life. I have never been so proud to be sober. I haven't touched pain pills, nothing, because of me being there. So, yeah, I took my husband with me. We went through all that kind of stuff, and then we come to my parents. Now, things weren't bad. Things were pretty good. But then, for a minute, we did fall. But it wasn't when we were at the treatment center. Once we found that treatment center, we've never fallen again. But I lost a lot of friends. One girl that literally I thought I was willing to actually give a chance to, as in date. And I don't do that. I don't date girls. But she was a wonderful person. And honestly, I think I just kind of said it to try to help her get clean. But it didn't work. So, now, here I am. My son is 4. I am a 1.5 years sober. And honestly, I'm so sick that I just wanted to try something out and see if maybe I could make it as being a social influencer or a YouTuber, helping people make it through the things I make it through. I'm 26 years old and I've been through a hell of a lot. I've been addicted to pain pills. I've been addicted to heroin. I lived in a Walmart parking lot. That story we'll go into later. But my husband was my blanket. We literally slept in a chair in between 2 cars. Like, there's a lot of stuff that has happened in my short life that, honestly, I just want to share. And I just want to have fun doing it. So, hopefully you guys watch my channel, and hopefully you guys like me. I got a new haircut, too. My last video, I looked awful, no makeup or anything. I'm finally gaining weight, so I actually want to lose a little bit of it. I gained a little bit too much, but I'm doing really good, and I'm really happy, and I really hope that I can make this something of a usual thing, I love people, as long as they're nice, and I think I'm going to start doing some live Q&As and stuff like that, and see where we go from there. But, I love life, and I love positivity, and I love the world, especially those actual good, sweet people. So, if you like hearing crazy stories, and just like seeing a crazy person have fun in her life, and maybe some makeup tutorials in between there, maybe some makeup hauls in between there, clothing hauls, stuff like that, I'm just gonna keep it coming. This is the real start of it. Part 1 was just me getting started. Now this is the beginning. And I'm excited. Oh, and I am wearing my Tana fuck-up shirt. I love Tana. But I really hope that maybe one day I can meet her doing this. So, I love you guys, and I really hope you guys keep watching me. So, hit that like button. Actually, sorry. Mine is tap that like button. Tap it. Tap that like button. Promise you, you will not be let down by my stories. They get better. This is just the start.